This is Opeyemi,
Hi.
and he calls himself Nigerian's biggest food and wine critic. So the major job of Opeyemi is to go around all the beautiful restaurants, lounge, bars, and whatnot to taste the meals that are served there and then give his honest reviews. So Opeyemi decided to visit Imo State, Owerri to be precise, and of course he posted it on his Instagram and he asked his followers to suggest places that he was going to try their meal, and I think he specified that he also wanted to try the famous Owerri. So many people were dropping comments of places where he could try out, and they dropped places that even me that stays in Owerri, I've gone there and I know that no cap, this place is good. So the first place that, well, not the first place, but he actually went to a spot called Joseph's Spot, and he went there. He ate their Ofe Owerri and he loved it. He actually gave his honest review and said he actually loved it. And because of the review, the owner of the place, who is Joseph, actually was overwhelmed. He actually went on his post on Instagram, on his story, to post that the numbers keep increasing. So different people were beginning to follow him, and he was getting he was getting orders than you would usually sell in a particular day. That was just gave a very good review about the restaurant. And then he also went to Opeyemi's inbox to tell him, "Hello, Ope," in his voice. "You are such a force. Our page has come back to life. We have moved from 27k to 30.5k followers and still counting. The orders are coming in and we are delivering. We are delivering to Abuja this weekend. Plus, the number of walking customers went up drastically. We haven't closed accounts for the day to know exactly the total sales, but we can't keep this joy to ourselves anymore. God bless you for coming." So this was just a grateful young man showing his appreciation, because Opeyemi's review actually took his business from a 0 to a 10. I actually know how that place is, so I understand perfectly. And he went ahead to say,
Mpwega, I have come to say thank you, Opeyemi. Like, he just turned on my business upside down for good. The orders was just crazy. I kept on cooking. In fact, the request from outside Imo State was even so much that we are not giving in. Like this weekend now, we are sending Owerri to Abuja. So if you want Owerri in Abuja, please, we are sending it through GIG. If you want Owerri in Abuja, I want you to indicate. There is a number on your screen.
After that, Opeyemi went to Donald's, and this place is actually somewhere I've been to, but of course I have not tried all their meals, and Opeyemi was not really getting it at this point.
It's good. I swear to God, this one doesn't smell fresh. I swear. Fresh, I swear. Cubana chief priest and the management of Donald's restaurant. I visited your spots today and I have a few things to say to you. Let's start with your space. Your space looks really nice, and even though it's not an upscale dining spot and it's a fast food restaurant, the interior design gives a sprinkle of upscale dining spots. So, kudos to you on that. And then your local dishes, the rice and the protein, even though I didn't try your local dishes, they looked standard and they look like they would taste nice. And the portions of the protein, the size looked really, really, really big. So kudos to you on that. And I tried your juice too, your fresh juice. It was fresh pressed juice. I love it. But your pastries, I think that is where you are lacking and you could do better. So I ordered a burger, and the first error they made was microwaving a burger. Usually, burgers are not pre-made. It's a la carte, meaning you make it as they place an order. I already saw the burger I made and I was like, I'm curious. Let me see how a ready-made burger tastes like. And when I placed the order, I saw them put it in the microwave. You do not microwave pastries. First of all, again, when they order a burger, you make the burger a la carte. But let's assume the burger was already made. If you want to warm it, you put it in an oven that's already hot for 3 to 5 minutes. But then again, you are not meant to warm burgers. You are meant to make it a la carte. And your other pastries that were also pre-made, when I ordered is it bread cake? I don't know what that is. They also put it in the microwave, and I would assume that they put your other pastries in the microwave. Your bread cake, I am not trying to be funny. If I stoned someone that your bread cake, the person would have a migraine. Now, I'm sure that when the bread cake was made fresh, it probably tasted nice and it had a soft, fluffy texture. But microwaving pastries makes the texture hard and turns it to stone. So I would strongly advise that you either make some pastries a la carte or you get that heated lamp that keeps the food warm when it's in the show glass. And if you can't do that and you want to warm the food, I would strongly advise you put it in the oven. Except your pastries, everything else in the restaurants was standard. The service was good, the local dishes looked nice, but your pastry chef needs to be taught one or two things. Again,
Well, from what was said by Opeyemi, he went there and he wanted to try their snack and he chose the burger. And then when he ordered the burger, because it wasn't fresh, because it was in the show glass, they had to microwave it for him. Now, that is not the same story Cubana chief priest is telling us. Cubana chief priest actually told us that Opeyemi was the one that asked them to microwave it. But then let us read word for word what Cubana chief priest actually has to say. So Cubana took to his Instagram handle to address the issue, and he said to Opeyemi, you you asked them to microwave the burger for you, stood there and waited for them to do it. Then you turned around to sit down and now use it for content. Well, Opeyemi, if this is actually what you did, that is actually not right. Because from what I read in Cubana's page, like from the story, Cubana said after he listened to Opeyemi's critics, he had to call those staffs there and he complained to them. And he said that they were the one, like the staffs there were the one that told him that Opeyemi was the one that said he wanted the burger microwaved. And if that is true, why would Opeyemi now come again to sit down in front of the camera and start preaching to us that a burger is not supposed to be microwaved? Is it that he wanted to just test them to see if they will microwave the burger? Because sometimes people might just want to give us a test. Maybe he knows fully well that okay, they don't microwave burger, and then he knows that these people are not going to microwave burger, but he just decided to tell them that can I have my burger microwave, just to see if they will say no, we don't do that here, or they will just agree. Is that the scenario that Opeyemi is trying to play? If that is it, then I don't think that that is nice, because if that is really what happened, then he wouldn't or he shouldn't have kept his camera to now start giving us a whole full lecture about why burgers have to be fresh and why you don't have to store them and whatnot and whatnot. But then let us go over to the next slide that Cubana actually has for us. He said, if you don't like burger microwaved, then why did you not stop them? Rather, you stood there to shoot the rest of your content as you waited for them to eat up the burger as requested. Thought his review was honest and I appreciated it. Then went to blast my staff, only for them to tell me he asked them to do so and backed it up with videos. Just be real, bro. We make mistakes in life. Okay, we make mistakes and take corrections, but not with this style. Everything no be content. If it easy, you too try open where you go cook, may we come review. So I think Obi Cubana was just being fair there. I didn't add actually, prior to this whole thing, Obi Cubana actually sent him a message in his DM, like Obi when I went into his DM to tell that him karma is real and karma is going to pay everybody back. So Opeyemi actually saw that message that Cubana sent to him as a threat, and he actually shouted for help, coming on social media to say, "Oh, I've been threatened. I know a threat when I see one." So he was telling his followers and his fans that if anything happens to me, you know whom to hold. So he was indirectly telling us that if his head break or something happened, then Obi Cubana should be held responsible. But then, moving on to the comments that most of his fans actually have. So this particular person said, I've watched the review video on his page. Okpai was very careful not to step on someone's toes. The review wasn't bad. He instead advised them. And I think that was what he did actually, because I actually went back to watch that video. The next person said the guy is an honest food critic. If the food is okay, he will say it is. If it isn't, he would say it is. He was the only person bold enough to tell Don Jazzy something about his burger, and he actually changed it. I just finished reading that comment now, sorry. And this one also said, all these food critics should one day open their restaurants and let other critics test their food. Nothing person go do for this life where people no go complain. Well, chief priest should have not DM in that manner. Instead, invite him for a meeting and be friends with Okpe, and from there learn from him. Okay, that's his thought. And then also for those wondering what the comment or what the message that Cubana sent to him was like, this is actually it. So Cubana told him, karma is real. You must pay for whatever you sow in life. I don't fight low lives. I leave them to karma. The business you did your wicked review is owned by a 6-year-old. Actually, I didn't know that that place was owned by Cubana's son. Oh wow, it's really nice. But then what are your thoughts about this matter? Do you think that Cubana chief priest is right for saying that Okwe shouldn't have done that kind of review, or do you think that Okwe is right for doing his job as a honest food critic? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and see you in our next video. Bye.